Hello, everybody. With the teasing of Borderlands 4, I wanted to get prepared and play one of the only Borderlands games I never touched, which is Borderlands 3. I recently got all the achievements for all the prior games, and I am now currently working on 3. So I thought, what a better time to make a little video review about it. To give you some context of where I am in the story, currently I have around 10 hours in the game. It's not too much. I just recently reached level 18, and where I'm in the story is Maya and Ava just joined us on Sanctuary. First off, let's talk about the playable characters in the game, because they're a big part of the game. I went with Flak, but there's also Zane, Amara, and Mose. The customization for both cosmetics and the skill tree are pretty extensive. I'm currently running a fadeaway Jacob's crit build where I use fadeaway and then I spam a gun that has the Jacob's crit modifier where it bounces to the nearest enemy, and that feels great, and I feel like I'm just scratching the surface with how many skills there are in the game. In terms of gameplay, the game feels really smooth and responsive, with the inclusion of sliding and mantling, along with how the shooting feels. The shooting feels way better than it has in the previous games. I really noticed that with the dull snipers, they feel like just pinpoint laser pointers. I'm also enjoying the new mechanics they added to weapons, like the dual element weapons and the weapons that can change their firing mode. However, the gear level currently where I'm at doesn't feel that important. I don't know if I got a really good weapon or what, but I've been rocking a level 6 weapon and it still is just mopping the floor with them. As far as the story goes, I don't think Borderlands 3 has a bad story by any means, but it's definitely not as good as Borderlands 2. Borderlands 2 had by far the best story that I've played so far. The only bad thing I've noticed so far is the antagonists. The antagonists just feel bad. They're just written bad. Everything else besides them seems pretty good. It seems pretty on brand. Most of the humor's there. But just the Calypsos are written so terribly, and they're such a major part of the game that it just kind of muddies what good there is. So it's just kind of a neutral for me. It's not bad, but it's not insanely good. But it's still fun. There's still fun points. The game still has its cel-shaded and vibrant colors design, but it's been amped up thanks to the Unreal 4 engine. With the upgrade to the engine, allowed the devs to pack more detail, make the world more immersive, and it makes just all the planets and areas you visit feel more cohesive and feel lived in. This time around, you're not just on Pandora. The map kind of spans throughout the universe as you travel through different planets and go through small sections of the planet doing missions and so on. I've only been to 3 planets. I think I have the doll planet, Pandora, and the one that Maya was on. Forgot its name. But anyways, those planets have been pretty fun. I really liked the newest one, the one that Maya's on. That one's beautiful. It has a lot of great scenery. It has a great style to it. I like the Neon City in the previous one, and Pandora still has that Borderlands charm. So none of the planets and maps feel bad at all. Some of the NPCs in the game do make a return. I noticed a lack of Dr. Ned. He got replaced by Tannis, but other than that, all the main characters make a return. All the living main characters make a return. Some of the playable characters from the previous game also make a return. Besides the pre-sequel characters, I don't know where they are, but so far I've seen Zero and Maya, and I know Brick's in the game. Axton and Salvador are definitely in the game, because I got a mission from them. A lot of the humor and jokes still stay on brand. It's got a lot of potty humor, out-of-pocket comments and stuff like that. Just kind of sticking to that. So they didn't go too far out there, but then again, with the Calypso twins, they just went so far in left field by making them like over-exaggerated Twitch streamers that it just kind of is bad. It's just a badly written character. As far as the game's difficulty, I'm not too sure when it picks up. So far, it feels pretty fair as I haven't ran into too many issues. But I do know with the Borderlands series, the difficulty doesn't lie in the first playthrough. It's New Game Plus, New Game Plus Plus, and all the raid bosses and all the end content where the game really picks up. Where the grinding happens, where you need to grind loot, where you need to grind gear, and make sure your build is at its peak in order to perform. Otherwise, you'll just die over and over. The enemies do seem to feel the same though. They still kind of follow the same pattern of you have your shooting enemies, you have your melee enemies, but it also feels like the enemies do have some form of like tactical AI, but that just might be me gaslighting myself into believing that this game is doing something that it's not. But all in all, I do think Borderlands 3 is not the worst game. I do find it really enjoyable. I do find there's a lot of positives. I do feel like if I ever were to play it again, I would want to try a different character or possibly do like a different build entirely, because there does seem to be a lot of build variety in the game, or hopefully there is, because I don't know what there is in late game as I'm super early on in the game. I have heard that the end game in the game is not the best, but I'm not too sure. Haven't got there myself, so I can't really be the judge of that. But if you would like to come and join me on my journey through the game, I will be streaming it hopefully every day until I beat it, and I'll leave a link down in the description for my Twitch stream, where hopefully I'll be streaming this right after I get done with this video. And alongside that, once I do finish the game, I might go back and start doing like challenges in the prior games. Like I've been really watching a lot of the One Life series that Dark Smoke did, so I might want to do that with all the characters in all the previous games. I don't know how that would work, but it is a work in progress. If you guys have any suggestions, feel free to let me know. I might also do other games. I've been wanting to kind of play Fear or something else, so if you guys want to see any of that, please let me know. I'll definitely be wanting to play those. I know this is a short video. It's not really an extensive review, but I just wanted to get my thoughts and ideas out there, kind of share what I thought. I do hope with Borderlands 4 that it does kind of retain the same gameplay loop. I know with the change from 2 to 3, they changed up a lot of things, some good, some bad, but I hope they kind of don't go too far to left field where it doesn't feel like a Borderlands game anymore, where it still feels like a Borderlands game, but they then rework the core concepts to make it more fresh and enjoyable, but not feel boring at the same time. I do plan on making more videos. I do plan on having other channels, one for possibly stream highlights and then one for just a VOD dump. Once I have those set up, I'll pin a comment down in the comments and you can go in there and subscribe to those if you wish to consume that content I make. But yeah, I think I covered everything I wanted to say. I know this is a short video, but I just wanted to get my thoughts out there. So yeah, take care. Bye bye guys.